volume up. Hello, 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 hello. I don't know how much time we have. I have. But we're gonna do what we can today in the time that I have. Yeah, that makes sense. So, we're continuing the Haunted Highway. But first we must open up the advent calendar. I'm kidding. Thank you! We're going out 30, guys. Hell yeah. This is going in my gacha deposit. So I can buy the characters. I actually don't know. I've already spent a lot on merch. Okay. Let's get straight into it. Part 7. And we're doing no fighting, yay. What is it? The Parchment. Part 7. How spoopy. How spoopy.
We can't say for sure if this ritual was created by the last guest. Fact is, you can find all kinds of unusual markings in this motel. Most of them less than a month old. Very recent indeed.
You can find all kinds of unusual markings in this motel.
The maid said that there aren't many tourists these days, so my guess is that a group of skilled arcanists have left their work in every room.
And that is dodgy.
Based on the markings I've seen so far, there were about 3 to 5 people in this group.
And was there a sheep-headed arcanist among them?
Well, that, I don't know. What I can say, though, is that there was a sheep living in here. I saw some hoof prints on the hallway floor. It looked like someone had stayed in this motel with a sheep. Sounds pretty odd, but I suppose it ain't too strange given the local farmland. But I'm sure this will catch your attention.
What?
We all know that sheep walk on 4 hooves, but the hoof prints I saw were different. They were small and delicate, and most importantly, followed the movement pattern of a human.
So
Judging by the trail.
Barbara was likely here. Is the conclusion that I'm getting here.
The owner of the hoof prints was about the size of a slender kid. Maybe 5 feet tall.
Barbara is pretty small. This description exactly matches the Foundation's report.
That's it? That's the one I'm looking for.
Don't I know it? They can question my morals, but nobody can question my competence.
Sure.
So, may I enter your room now, Miss Verdon?
Go right ahead,
Please.
ma'am.
Now, let's start with this little thing. The carvings are new. No sign of woodworm damage or moisture absorption. The splinters along the edge are extremely sharp.
Well, she dips her finger into dark red crumbly residue.
Is this...
Oh, yeah.
dried blood?
Yo, what the fuck? She rubs the granules between her finger and her thumb, reducing them to a fine powder.
Blood was used as the medium for this array. The circle isn't fully closed here, and the lines are a bit uneven. Whoever drew this doesn't seem to be an expert. You know how to deal with this, right?
All you have to do is ask, boss. You might be surprised.
We need to destroy it as quickly as possible. I think it's been left by a dangerous occult group.
Hold on.
Well, she places a pillow over the wood and pulls the trigger. Oh. After a faint gunshot, the lingering light goes out. What the fuck? Fresh blood oozes from the array. Ooh, 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 ooh. No! I'm visually trying to imagine this, and all I'm getting... Oh, God. Everyone. If any of you have seen Sleepy Hollow, you understand. Okay, Sleepy Hollow, it's a movie, it's a Tim Burton movie with Johnny Depp. It's my favorite horror movie, because nostalgia, It's been with me my whole entire life. Um, and the blood in that movie is so effing weird. It's not realistic blood. You can look at it and be like, damn, that is not realistic blood, but it's blood. Uh, every time I like see the words blood with like oozing or gooey, I think of the blood from that movie. Because it's a very, very vibrant red, gooey blood it is. Settling in the faded
Is that
carvings.
blood?
The mercenary, unfazed, dips her finger into the red liquid and sniffs it.
Yep, the blood of an arcanist. So it can't be Kayla's.
Okay, your Kayla wasn't in this room.
Can you discern the owner's identity?
I ain't all-knowing. I can't identify people by their blood. No, I'll need more than just blood to find out who was here. Hmm?
Well now. Fucking hell, she's finding so much shit. Ooh. She fishes out a dusty sheepskin journal from the gap between the cabinet and the wall. Now the question is, would Barbara keep a sheepskin journal? ... She flips through the pages.
We are the beginning and the original source of metals. Through us, the highest tincture of art is brewed. There is neither a spring nor water like mine. I heal and help both the rich and the poor. Yet I am full of hurtful poison. What the hell does that mean?
I'm as confused as you are.
It's a quote from a text on alchemy.
Sure.
All challenges will be resolved with the provision of sufficient and high-quality materials and the precise execution of the array.
Okay, so it has something to do with the array.
But where do we find these materials?
She continues to flick through the journal, releasing the accumulated alchemical 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 fucking hell residue on its pages into the air. On the last page, tortured words are scrawled on the paper. Looks like something a criminal would write in their final moments before their death sentence.
What was once sundered shall reunite.
You okay, Vern? Her nose burns as barely visible sparks heat the air.
I've seen this handwriting before.
Huh? Do you know who by?
And here, my phone number.
The order. He hands over a dollar bill with a string of numbers scrawled along the blank space. The mercenary pulls out the crumpled bill from her pocket, comparing the handwriting with that in the journal.
Yep, this is definitely the same.
Whoa! What the fuck? That was a loud pang? Sounded like a gunshot.
That sound. It's a Flying Arrow M1903 pistol.
I think that's Miss Kimberly.
Kimberly? What's wrong with her now? I better go check it out, boss. Something don't seem right. You coming?
Of course, I need to know
That
what
Kimberly
this was.
must have run into something.
With a gun? I hope not. To be continued. Of course it fucking is. How rude. Part 8. Of course it fucking is. Part 8. Face reality. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. This feels like a Danganronpa, discovery. You know, when you discover the body. This is what it feels like. Oh shit, bro. The thick carpet in the hallway is unusually enough to dampen any sounds, but no amount of soundproofing could stop the sound of a gunshot from echoing through the place. Don't need to zoom in on him. At a source, Stefan's limp, twitching body lies on the floor, with a gaping hole in his head. It's okay, Miss Kimberly, it's okay. She's trembling in fear.
Is he still alive?
No, I think a shot to his head would kill him, love.
Just when I thought you couldn't get any dumber.
Thank you. ...
Is this a suicide?
He pulled out the gun and shot himself in the head. His brain splattered on the walls and flowed onto the floor.
Well, yeah. That would happen if you shot yourself in the head. Her muttering is almost a confession. Argus kneels down to examine the body.
There's gunshot residue and powder burns near the wound.
Powder burns?
Gunpowder particles on his fingers.
Oh. So he was filling it up with gunpowder. ... Old fashioned.
There's no doubt. He died from a gunshot wound. The bullet was fired from the pistol in his hand and went straight through his skull.
That is a detailed pistol. That's a fucking detailed pistol. God damn. Look at the fingers. Look at the hand, guys. God damn, that detail. Look at all that coloring for the shading. Oh. I'm getting too distracted here.
But this ain't just any pistol. It's a Xeno pistol. You've got yourself in some serious trouble, Missy.
Wait, is this a Xeno soldier? Was this a Xeno soldier?
It wasn't me.
Her face is still pale, but she manages to stop her shaking.
I'm just an innocent, sad, terrified girl who just happened to pass by.
You know, if you want to make yourself seem not guilty, you do not say that. You do not say that. That's like one of the most guiltiest things you can fucking say. I'm just an innocent, sad, terrified girl in this world. You do not say that. That just screams guilty. ...
Well, Miss Innocent, Sad, and Terrified, if you want to prove your innocence, start by telling us what happened here. And mind you, I will call you out if you lie. The evidence here will tell me what's true and what ain't.
She points to her eye. ...
If you're so clever, then why are you asking me? Just figure it out yourself.
Her protestate. Ha! English, come to me. English. Protestation. 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 God damn it. It is weak. She quickly gives in.
All right, I'll tell you. This madman has been harassing me.
Was he? To be honest, I believe that.
Ever since I moved into this place, I'd often seen him pacing around in the hallway.
You've been here for like a month, haven't you, Miss Kimberly?
Day and night, he'd stomp around out here. He didn't care if anyone else was trying to sleep. I thought he must have had a lot on his mind, like he was troubled or something. So I asked him what happened. His deep, sunken eyes were bloodshot. Every fiber of his being screamed that something was wrong with him. Sir, if you have any problems, there are many ways to solve them. But pacing in the hallway isn't one of them. Plus, it disrupts everyone's sleep. I swear I didn't say anything too harsh, but he was just downright rude.
I swear I didn't say anything harsh. To be fair, that's kind of like... That's kind of harsh. It's not like fully harsh what you said, but it was there. It's like on the cornerstone to being 100% harsh. Like, you get it?
Get the hell away! Get out of my face!
Excuse me. That's pretty rude, you know.
I don't think he gives a shit. Hello?
I had no desire
Thank
to
you.
argue with the madman. Thankfully, the maid intervened when she heard what was going on. I have no idea what she said to him, but eventually they came to terms. He stopped pacing the hallway from then on. That was a relief. I'm sure the other guests would agree. That maid can vouch for what I've said. Ask her yourselves.
And we will.
Not long after, I found a letter from Stefan on the floor of my room. It'd been slid under my door. In the letter, he apologized for his behavior.
Dun dun dun.
Should I make peace with him? I thought. As I wondered, I took a look through the peephole. It was strange. I couldn't see a thing. It was pitch black out there.
Okay, people who look through peepholes. Do people actually look through peepholes? I've been scared by too many movies to not look through a peephole. I'm gonna be honest. Looking through a peephole is literally a part of horror media. I ain't doing that shit. Yes, it's for my own safety to see who the person on the other side is. But to be fair, if I don't know the person, I ain't gonna go to the door anyways. If I'm not expecting something, I ain't going to the door. Unless it's maybe the police. But if it's like a delivery man that I'm expecting, I'm fine with that. Anybody else, they can fuck off.
Is it broken? I wondered.
No. Is there no lights in the hallway?
Before I could dwell on it too much, the phone rang. I was startled, but it was just the front desk calling.
Hello, Miss Kimberly.
Oh, Tuesday.
It's dinner time already?
No. Is there an issue between Mr. Stefan and yourself?
She seemed hesitant to speak.
I know it's not my place to ask, but the situation is a little concerning. Mr. Stefan is standing.
I got a notification, so I probably skipped some dialogue by accident. Knocking out. That's creepy as fuck, my dude. That's so creepy. Why'd you do
That's
that?
what happened.
See, I've been too scared. I'm too fucking scared of looking through peepholes. We have a peephole in our back door. Why is there a peephole in your back door? The back door is like near. You can reach the back door easier than you can reach the front door. It's stupid placement of the doors. But anyways, there's people on the back door, and it's this small little thing. It's this small little thing. You can only see straight ahead, as you usually do. And I don't use it. Because creepy shit like this. Creepy shit like this.
Calm down, miss. It's all over now.
Dude was looking through her peephole at her. Like, damn, that's
Do you
creepy.
still have that letter with you?
A look of disgust comes across Miss Kimberly's face as she gestures to the trash can nearby.
Who'd hold on to that? I threw it out right away. It's somewhere in that bin.
Iris quickly retrieves the crumpled piece of paper from the trash can. She smooths it out on her palm and reads its contents.
Dear Ms. Kimberly, I've got a question already. How did he know your name? You didn't know each other well enough to have exchanged them, did you?
I'm the victim here, damn it! You can't interrogate me like this.
To be fair, there is reason enough that Miss Tuesday has probably told Stefan Miss Kimberly's name. By accident or purposely, we don't know. So that could be one way that he got her name.
But if you must know, maybe he heard it when my friend called me.
Your friend?
Yeah, friend, what?
Why? What's so odd about that? A young girl like myself should never travel alone to places like this.
Okay, where's your friend now then? She continues in her indignation.
I need someone to make my bed and prepare my clothes and, most importantly, I need to eat. I wouldn't even be here if I weren't looking for...
It's everyone who's in this hotel looking for something. Motel, sorry. Everyone is looking for something. We're looking for Barbara. Fucking Argus is looking for Kayla. And Miss Kimberly is apparently looking for something as well. And Stefan was, I don't know, looking for answers, I guess? Is everyone, like, looking for something? Like, fucking, Lilia was looking for her shit as well. She gasped, covering her mouth with her hand. But Argus isn't listening. She continues to read the letter aloud.
I want to apologize for my behavior earlier in the hallway.
Looks like a perfectly normal letter to me. No hints that this is from a man on the verge of a mental breakdown.
If you won't take my word for it, go ahead and ask the maid. She was there. She can vouch for me.
Please, we weren't accusing you of anything.
Argus lets out a laugh.
Though graphology has been criticized a lot these days, I gotta say, this looks more like a woman's handwriting to me.
Oh?
So you mean Stefan was a woman?
No. I mean, I don't know. But I doubt it. Her aggression seems to be dissipate as her eyes widen and her mouth drops.
You still with us, Missy?
It's most likely that... I don't know. But it's most likely that a woman wrote this letter instead of Stefan.
What I'm suggesting is that Mr. Stefan didn't write this letter, but a woman did. But that's just speculation. Chances are Mr. Stefan's handwriting was just a little feminine.
That was a good
I'll
point.
keep this letter for now. Back to my questions.
I like how some people are just like writing feminine and masculine. That's weird. My mother's writing, yeah, I could probably call that feminine. My writing, probably, I don't know. What makes a writing masculine and feminine? Is there like a whole science behind? There is a whole science around handwriting and how people handwrite and how it tells us something about their personality and everything.
If the story you told is true, then why are you at the scene of his death? Did you go looking for him, even after all the weird things he'd done? ...
I was hungry, okay? That's a good enough answer for you? I can't just starve myself.
Hungry? If I remember correctly, the motel offers room service, and you get 1 free meal a day, so even if you ain't got no money, you have enough food to get by.
What do you know?
She looks flustered.
I'm not eating one of those ham sandwiches.
She has a more sophisticated taste.
All right, so you've got some standards when it comes to food. Let's drop that. You were there when he fired the shot, right? What happened then? Take your time and think it through. There's no rush. ...
Dot dot dot. Flashback 2.0. Oh, for fuck's sake.
About 15 minutes ago, he rang my doorbell. I thought my friend had returned from town. She always brings something amazing with her, so I opened the door. The last thing I expected was to see Stefan standing there. Who'd have thought that he could get back on his feet so quickly after the beating he took? I was terrified when I saw him there. He towered over me, one hand on the doorframe and the other pushing against the door. I slammed the door shut. I thought he'd let go, but he didn't. The door closed on his fingers.
I understand now. I understand it all. You're with Zeno, aren't you?
His fingers were bent at a peculiar angle. It must have been painful, but he didn't seem to feel the pain at all. The fracturing of his fingers was no more painful than a mosquito bite to him.
You came to me and made me drop my guard so that one day you could turn me in for a bounty. But why me? Why are you doing this to me? It wasn't me who made the plan. It wasn't me who executed it. It wasn't me who pressed that damn button. All I did was expose their crime to the rest of the world. Tell me, why else would they want my head so desperately if they didn't believe they were guilty? In the meantime, the actual killers are treated as heroes. But I'm the hero. Me. But all my sorry ass gets is a lifetime of hiding out in some random motel in the middle of nowhere. This world is sick.
What the hell are you talking about?
Come on, drop the act. Right after you spoke to me, Verton showed up at my door. Are you trying to tell me that was just by chance?
Burton.
Huh?
He totally ignored my question.
No, Verton's in her room. We are literally Verton. No.
The world has fallen ill.
Are you hallucinating, my dude?
I can see that now. The realm above truly does exist. How else would we have gotten the idea of a perfect heavenly realm? Obviously, it doesn't exist in this world.
I don't care. Even if that place does exist, it has nothing to do with you. Get out of the way. I'm closing the door.
But at least I get to decide when I step through that door, right?
I had no idea what he was talking about. And he didn't give me much chance to figure it out either.
I'm afraid your mission is doomed to fail, young lady.
In that moment, a smile of relief came over his face. Then, without a moment's hesitation, he pressed the pistol against his temple and pulled the trigger.
Fuck, okay.
And you know the rest.
The approaching footsteps stop abruptly. They turn to the source. The maid stands before the group, showing just the right amount of surprise as her eyes fall upon the body.
What's going on in here?
This man killed himself.
Oh, dear. There's blood everywhere. It'll be a lot of work to clean it all up, and with the weather being so hot, the room will soon start to smell. All the carpets have to go.
The maid lets out a long sigh, her tone tinged with annoyance. Honestly, fair enough. Fair enough. But she is also taking this rather calmly as well.
Miss Tuesday, can I ask you a question? Yes? Have you ever had any guests who looked like or claimed themselves to be Manus Vindictae? Manus Vindictae?
Her face flushes as she smiles faintly.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Could you explain in more detail? Most of them dress in blue and black. Some drool a fair bit, and most of them can't speak in full sentences. The most notable feature is that they all wear masks shaped like hands. Have you seen any before?
I don't know why Verton's bringing this up. I don't know why.
Hands.
taps her fingers on her chin.
No, I've never had a guest who wore a hand-shaped mask. Never seen anyone in blue and black either. But if an organization was going to do something in secret, I don't think they'd be too public about it.
Hey, lady.
Iris doesn't hesitate to interrupt the conversation. Yeah, it's rather a pointless conversation, so go right
Take me
ahead.
to his room.
She points the barrel of her gun at Stefan's corpse.
Oh, it shouldn't be too hard for you to find the room yourself, right, Miss Argus? After all, that's how you make a living. But I can just tell it to you. It's 214. You must be curious about that room. I'm surprised. You've been in almost every room in the motel, and you've been here for 2 days. You're like a child in your curiosity.
Tuesday is so fucking weird.
This place would be much safer if you were the sheriff here. Anyway, I hope you can find that girl soon.
Standing before the bloody corpse, she looks down, gently adjusts the baby in her arms. To be continued. These are very, very short parts. I must say, these are short parts for this. Let's see Stefan's room. Part 9, Spider Silk.
Why do you want to go to Stefan's room exactly? Is it related to our investigation?
Why, of course, boss. I'm here looking for Kayla, just as you're looking for that sheep-headed...
She falls into an unusual silence.
What is it?
That arcanist you're looking for. Is her name Barbara?
You know her?
Yep. We met on Route 77. I just got done asking 2 men about Kayla's whereabouts and saw that it was getting dark. My sight ain't so good at night, and the nights are long these days. So I was in a bit of a hurry, hoping to get somewhere with proper lights as fast as I could. That's when I saw her, Barbara, all alone by the road. Some jerk of a driver dumped her there, and she asked me for a ride. I turned her down. Heck, I could hardly see. She'd have been better off waiting for the next driver than riding with a blind bat like me, you know? But as I drove away, I changed my mind. She was too young to be left out there all by herself.
No.
So I turned back to get her. But when I arrived, she was already gone. There was nothing but a trail of hoof prints in the dirt.
Apparently she was in this motel.
When I got to the motel, I saw those hoof prints again. I gotta say, I was kinda relieved to see them. At least she made it here safely.
And is she still here?
Well, I've never seen any hoof prints leaving the motel, but that don't mean she's still here. You gotta be mindful of what your mind picks up and what might slip you by. It's easy to ignore other evidence when what you've seen already fits your hypothesis.
I wish people consider that point of view.
That being said, it's still likely that she's somewhere in the motel.
All right. Then let's look for her.
It seems we're in agreement. To room 214.
202. 203.
She counts the doors as they walk down the hallway. A red door. Out of the corner of her eye, a flash of red catches her attention.
I've checked those too. Ain't much in them.
Argus, did you see a red door just now?
A red door?
Nothing. Must have been my imagination.
As they approach the end of the hallway, they spot room 214. The door is slightly ajar. Clearly Stefan left in a hurry. Oh shit! That's a messy-ass room. They enter. The thick curtains are pulled shut, blocking out almost all the light from outside. They're hit with the stale. They're hit with the stale, sour smell of old alcohol. The glow in Argus's eye flickers like a light with a faulty circuit.
Are you alright? Can you still see?
Don't worry about it. Ain't the first time this has happened. This eye issue runs in the family. It's the price we pay for having our arcane power.
The mercenary glances around the room, slight frown on her face.
Now, what are we looking for, boss? People leave all kinds of evidence behind all the time. It'll be like wandering around in the woods without a compass if we don't know what we're looking for. So if you don't want to be inundated with meaningless clues, you need to give me some directions.
Alright. First, I'd like to know what happened to Barbara. Second,
Fleeting images surface in her mind.
whether Manus Vindictae has been here, or anyone from that Order of Enlightenment. And last, about Mr. Stefan. The pistol he used was a xeno-military weapon, and he seemed to know about my relation to the vacuum bomb operation. It's likely that he once held a high rank within the xeno-military. I want to know why he came to this motel, and what happened to make him lose his mind here.
Lose his mind here? What makes you think he wasn't crazy already?
Xeno pays much more attention to its soldiers' mental well-being than any conventional military organization.
Oh, that's good. That's at least something.
It's because quite a few of them are arcanists. They're
Hmm.
both Xeno's strength and weakness. So I'm inclined to think Mr. Stefan developed these mental health issues after entering the motel.
Huh. Is that so? I gotta say, I don't know much about all this military institution stuff. Right, so here's the plan. First, locate Barbara. Second, look for any signs of Manus Vindictae or the Order of Enlightenment. And third, find out how poor old Stefan lost his marbles.
I just realized her sort of like sleeve things. I'm looking at them more closely. I'm just like, what the fuck? Huh? Like, they're not covering her hands at all. They're just covering her lower arm. What?
Of course. I've got my
Look at
own
them.
business to
They're
deal
confusing
with.
me.
Tracking down Kayla.
I'm getting distracted here. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I don't understand. She starts to meticulously search the room.
Hey, boss. I've got something.
What is it? There's a series of small but clear traces imprinted in the dust.
These footprints are from a spider. Looks like the little guy went back and forth along here quite a few times. I know this might not seem pertinent to our investigation, but it is worth noting. You ever seen a spider make a phone call?
We had interaction with a spider in our room, didn't we? Around the time we had our mysterious phone call, right?
I'm afraid I'm not interested in the movements of spiders right now.
That could be something. Argus shrugs.
Come on, boss. Loosen up a little.
Drip, drip. Dot, dot, dot. The sound of dripping water echoes nearby.
Do you hear that? Sounds like dripping water.
Maybe he used his sink recently before he left. Or the bath. With every drip, a water stain grows larger and larger on the wallpaper. Wait, what?
I'm sure it's just the motel plumbing.
But something's leaking. As on the wall, in the walls.
But
The stain gradually takes the form of a hand, its 5 fingers all clearly defined.
watch out!
Suddenly, the hand pulls itself from the wall and slams down. The fuck is going on? Okay. Let's get the team together then. What the fuck are they? The fuck are they?
First, maintain balance.
What should I sing?
All of these moments.
To be yours alone. finish the song.
Party planner.
Hold your
So
breath.
intim, so free.
Break it. Break it.
All in the palm of my hand.
Then I found you.
Very nice, Isolde.
I gave it my all. I have no regrets.
Oh, she's so pretty.
This place is definitely more than meets the eye.
I'm with you on that. There's just too much Arcanum-related weirdness going on here. Never seen so many arrays in a motel before.
But we've only found one.
In your room, yeah. But there are a load more. One room has them drawn from floor to ceiling. Looked like some kind of transformation array to me. I ain't no expert, so I can't say for sure.
What are they trying to do, I wonder?
Who knows?
She brings the conversation to an abrupt end and continues searching the room.
Oh, boss. You might be interested in this.
She peers under the bed.
It's another one. Just like the others.
A huge array lies beneath the bed. It's scattered with dark crystals. The design is familiar.
I've seen this before. It was also drawn in that parchment notebook. This is indeed a transformation array. But it's not in its full form.
They were trying something. Check it out.
She plucks the hair from the carpet.
This is hair from the mane of a howler lion. And there are some other materials around it, too. Not exactly sure what they are, though. They're too finely ground. But one thing's for sure. Someone held a ceremony here, and for some reason, it didn't work out for them.
This is important. The Foundation needs to know about this.
The air is silent.
Argus?
The mercenary doesn't respond. She's still staring at the strand of hair between her fingers. It's chestnut colored.
This is Kayla's hair. She was here, in this room. Or at least someone who came into contact with her.
The phone rings, cutting her off. Well, a very, very interesting time for the phone to ring. To be continued. Okay. Right, it's later on in the day. I've had my tea and I'm now getting sleepy. So we're recording this now. So the goal is we're gonna see how short these parts are, and then we'll go from there. Let's go. This is apparently spooky time now. Part 10. It's spooky time. Yee! It's gonna get spooky, 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 spooky. Oh, hello? A man lies in the grass just outside of town. He's strumming a guitar and humming to himself.
Ah, this is the life. A warm, beautiful night, a cold drink, and no one but me and the stars in the sky. Maybe I'll just lay here till morning.
Sure do. It's a young Xeno soldier, his eyes hazy with intoxication. He raises his flask to the twinkling stars above.
A good night with good drinks! I wish every day could be like this.
A dark figure looms over him, but in his blurred vision, he can't make out who it is.
Hey, buddy, you're blocking my view.
Huh? Are you stargazing?
Soldier blinks. He knows that voice.
Has anyone ever told you that you sound awfully like Lieutenant Lilia?
Funny enough. Funny enough.
The rider of Red 38? Heard of her? No one can fly like her.
Oh, it's good to know that they have a positive opinion of her, at least.
Of course.
Soldier concentrates, getting the figure's face a little more into focus.
Oh my... You even look like her!
This poor dude.
Keep playing dumb, and I'll show you what it's like to have her kick your ass.
The soldier's drunken eyes finally focus to see Lilia herself, a look of displeasure on her face. I almost said head then. Do you guys hear that? I almost said head. You know. He's in shock. But you can't see it because he doesn't have any eyes. He stumbles to his feet, dropping the flask in his hand on the way up. He tries to salute, but almost falls flat on his face in the attempt.
Lieutenant Lilia! Airman First Class Andreas, at your service.
Luckily, he manages to complete the wobbly salute.
Are you the warehouse guard?
She looks at the soldier doubtfully.
Yes, ma'am!
She's not impressed. Few would so eagerly admit to the dereliction of their duties. In a way, he possesses exceptional courage.
On your feet, soldier. My Red 38 is in your warehouse for maintenance, and I need you to remove the gravity ritual from it.
Gravity ritual?
If you don't understand what I'm saying, go get someone who does. I need it today.
The soldier ponders, slowed by his fucking out. This is not the day where language comes easy to me. God damn it. Inebriation. Ah! I hate the English language. God damn it. Slowed by his inebriation. Yeah! Inebriation. That's it. That's it, right? Yeah. Just as Lily is about to lose her patience, the soldier's eyes light up.
Oh, right. The gravity ritual. Yes, I know. Please, come with me. I'll take you to the warehouse.
Are you certain you can undo the ritual?
Yes, ma'am. They made sure I got the hang of it before they took off. Leave it to me.
Are you sure he's gonna be able to do it with how fucking drunk he seems before?
Lead the way, soldier.
Come on, Lieutenant Lilia. Let's go, lady. Yee. And we're back here in the warehouse. They stand side by side in the factory, the wooden crate before them.
Open it.
Oh, I remember this package. I thought it was some kind of joke or someone with the same name as you sent the package. Who would have thought that you'd come to Texas yourself?
He rambles on. Lily's patience is coming to an end. She isn't known for her patience, let's be honest here.
Hurry up, soldier. Open the crate. Now.
Ma'am, I know you want to do this quick, but
Oh, fuck's sake.
I haven't been authorized to undo this incantation.
Don't say that.
If you can't do it, find me someone who can. I won't say it a third time.
Truth be told, there's no one else to turn to. I'm the only one left. I was made an airman first class to do this job. I was still in training before this, you see.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh, God, that's even worse. He proudly pats his chest. This isn't the time to be proud of this fact.
The others were either transferred back to headquarters or just left. I don't know where they are now. But since they entrusted me with such an important task, I'm sure I have a bright future ahead of me.
Or you may be killed by Lilia at this point. God damn, you poor soul. Lilia's patience has officially run out.
You just said you aren't authorized, not that you don't have the ability, right? I have two options for you. One, remove the ritual now. Or two, I beat your ass and then you remove the ritual.
Well...
Choose! No more gibbering.
She readies her fist.
I picked the second one.
Fucking hell. Does he just want to get beaten up by Lilia? I mean, same. Lily is a strong woman, and I would enjoy that. But I also believe her punches could be lethal.
Huh?
She is genuinely confused.
You see, I'm happy to get rid of the ritual for you, but I can't do it on my own initiative. I'm only an airman first class. I can't make decisions about this stuff.
Then why don't you listen to a lieutenant?
So, you have to beat me up to avoid future inquiries.
I mean, to be fair, Lilia gets her frustration out one way or another. So, yeah, take
One
it.
day, after I'm promoted, I'll be able to better assist you, ma'am. I mean, you're the best pilot I've ever seen. I even made a scrapbook of the reports on your flights.
Oh god, no. Yeah. Before he can finish what he's saying, Lily has already clocked him. Yeah.
All right, no screaming, soldier. Let's do this.
Each hit seems to clear his head a little more. By the time his face is completely swollen, he has snapped back to reality.
Stop, stop! This is plenty to prove my innocence. I'll undo the ritual now.
Fuck's sake. He squats down and performs the necessary movements around the crate. There's a flash of light and the crate opens.
Oof, you almost blinded me there.
There it is. She eagerly grabs the red 38 and feels the familiar touch of the cold metal in her palm.
Thanks, soldier. There's one more thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know why Zeno pulled out of here so suddenly?
He squints, trying to remember. That is a good question.
They said it was an order from the top.
Huh?
The top.
And that's all I was told. But word is, it was because Admiral Igor got real mad about the video leak of the vacuum bomb. But
What?
that's just a rumor. Ever since the evacuation, strange things have started to happen.
Such as?
Why is there always a Xeno base who fucks up in these creepy fucking event chapters?
We started getting visitors from this group called the Order of Enlightenment, and now the farmers have stopped tending their fields. The cattle and sheep have been abandoned in the wilderness. All the townsfolk do now is go to these gatherings, hoping that the sufferer will bring them eternal joy.
That is very, very concerning.
I don't know who this sufferer is, but he ain't doing any good here.
No, that isn't a good sign. When farmers stop working, that's a sign of concern there. As someone who has lived with many farmers in my life, they're quite workaholic people. If they stop working, you be concerned.
Where do those people stay? In the town?
It's a ways away, I think.
The soldier struggles to recall.
A place called Tuesday's Motel.
Berlin, Vertin! I have to go back.
She claps the red 38 with both hands, the cool grooves of the metal settling into her grasp.
Let's get out of here, girl.
With a victorious stance, she mounts the red 38. The silver light traces an arc in the sky as the pilot leaves the factory and disappears into the night.
Safe travels, ma'am!
Thank you, Xeno soldier. The young soldier calls out after her, his voice soon swallowed by the night. This is cool. Short distance flights are no challenge for Lilia. She lands near the motel, guided by its glowing sign. The shadows of the trees around it looks like hunched human figures.
Choose this motel.
She locks onto her destination and is about to proceed when she feels something tap her on the shoulder from behind.
Hello. Can you give me a ride?
Oh fuck.
I can't help you. Ask someone else.
Can you give me a ride?
The fuck?
I said I can't help you.
The repeated questions are getting on her nerves. She swivels around, ready to give the questioner a piece of her mind, but freezes on the spot. There's a girl wearing an out-of-date outfit. Her face has no discernible features, like it's been smoothed over with cement.
Oh. Can I have some chocolate?
The fuck? Faceless girl holds out a candy wrapper.
I met a kind man who gave me some chocolate. I've never tasted anything so sweet.
The hell? Stay away from me.
Lilia, I think this is the moment to get into the fucking hotel. Motel.
Can I have that candy? More. I want more.
Yeah, Lilia, this is the time to get into the motel and shut the door behind us. She opens her mouth wide, revealing a row of razor-sharp teeth.
Stop asking me for candy. This isn't Halloween, idiot.
Okay, about time. Okay, what's our team? What the fuck? Beloved dog. There's stories to this. An urban legend that instills in children a fear of what lurks beneath the bed. The tale of a terrified girl comforted by her beloved dog, licking her hand and lulling her back to sleep. Later, she thanked the heavens that she didn't turn on the lights that night. I've heard that legend. Beware of sweet-scented invitations from this beautiful lady. The bathtub becomes a pool of blood. When fragrant shoulders turn to rotting flesh. When laughter turns to wailing, a moment of beauty comes at an eternal price. They all have similar attacks, except this one's a rebuff. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay with this.
Welcome, friends.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Fine.
Let's shake hands.
Oh-oh. Oh-oh.
Take a closer look. Oh, Mama. Oh, Mama.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
We're just watching
A
Lilia
little
be a
trick.
badass, okay?
Right win. Don't blink.
Perfect.
It's time to say goodbye. Don't miss me.
I wanna know what happened.
Hey.
Tuesday. The pilot relaxes her poised fist when she recognizes the person in front of her.
It's you.
Are you all right? You look pale.
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I could have hurt you.
My apologies. But you're safe now that you're at the motel. No need to be frightened.
To be continued. Guys. I'm not sure if the motel's any safer, to be honest. I'm gonna be real honest and read diary. I am not reading this diary. Oh my god, this is a long ass diary. Okay, this looks kind of semi-important, so we're gonna read it. Lower Bound Diary. February 5th. Well, ain't that odd. Pierce came back early this morning, scared out of his mind. I've never seen the child so freaked out. He sped through town and only slammed on the brakes when he got to the front door, as if something was chasing him. That nut almost ran over Marita's little bulldog. Only God knows what he ran into. February 15th. The birds were chirping the whole night long. I had never seen so many of them gathered together. Oh boy, they were so noisy. I barely slept a wink. Ruth was scared. She thought it was some kind of omen. What a joke. Those long-beaked birdies weren't afraid of shotguns, that's for sure. I fired a shot at them, but only a few got spooked enough to fly away. Father Morgan suggested hiring a bird control team, if such a thing exists in the big city, that is. I still think we should assemble all the gun users in town and kill those birds once and for all, rather than scare them off. March 27th. Had a nightmare, very vivid one, though I can't for the life of me remember what it was all about now. Ruth woke up scared too. I comforted her. It was just a nightmare, nothing more. March 30th. Pierce didn't come back from Houston. The police sure did. They said Pierce's employer in Houston reported him missing. Thinking he ran up with their money. I wouldn't put it past the sly fox. Ugh. April 10th. All night long the birds were making that racket again. When I pulled back the curtains in the morning, I thought I was still dreaming, but it was real. There were so many birds, they were blocking out the sun. It was like a waking nightmare. April 12th, the birds scattered. Everyone looked kind of strange. It had been ages since I saw Marita walking her dog, and Ruth started bullying over the most trivial things. It's unnerving. April 17th, Johnny's back in town, looking like his soul got swallowed up by the devil. I saw him running, screaming like a madman. Then he just collapsed on the lawn all of a sudden, crying and begging for something to spare him. Father Morgan came, but he had this strange look about him. I heard what Johnny was saying. He was mumbling on and on about a motel. May 13th, I talked to a realtor. Yeah, it's come to that. I'm finally thinking about moving. Why? I don't know. I guess you could call it a gut feeling. And my mind can be eased a bit somewhere new. Why is my accent doing that? Accountability records. Okay. Leaked content, vacuum bomb explosion footage. Okay. Thank you. Please do not disturb. Part 11. Please do not disturb. Well, we're already disturbing, aren't we? Argus presses the speaker button on the telephone. Oh yeah, the phone rang. Familiar tapping sound comes from the other end of the line. H. E. L. I swear, if it says hell, I'm gonna just... I give up. Help? Help!
Help.
Respond and help. Okay. O. B. A. A. Ba. Respond, help, ba.
B-A-A. Is that the sound of a sheep?
Is it Barbara?
You noticed it too, huh? Ain't no way that's a human on the other end. It's gotta be some kind of animal.
Animal?
Based on those sounds and the tracks and the dust, I figure it's something small, like a...
She stops. Like a sheep?
One sec, boss.
What do you see? She fishes something out of her pocket and pops it into her mouth.
It cracks my candy. Using your arcane skills so frequently must be tiring. You should take a break.
The job ain't done yet. Far too early to rest. Don't worry, boss. It's just a condition that runs in my family. No biggie.
What are its side effects?
Boss, you expect a merc to reveal her weakness? We ain't that close yet. One thing I can tell you, though, is that I suffer the side effects as long as my eyes are open. Luckily, I've got cutting-edge technology at my disposal.
She holds up the candy between her fingers.
They're safe, efficient, and most importantly, satisfy my sweet tooth.
They may be called candy, but they're actually medicine and ought to be used following medical instructions. You should know that.
Give me a break, Pops. What do doctors know about my life? I use these candies whenever I need them. Ain't that the whole point?
But
Argus motions for her to be quiet.
Shh. Did you hear that?
hear what?
What? Argus lowers her voice.
A heartbeat. Right outside the door. Someone's eavesdropping on us.
Oh. Kimberly? Tuesday? No, but Tuesday's outside. She crouches down. Thump, thump, thump. With a faint click, she loads her shotgun. Thump, 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 thump. And she swiftly turns the door handle. Miss Kimberly! The eavesdropping girl nearly falls forward into the room as the door swings open.
Care to explain why you're here, Ms. Kimberly? Just how obsessed are you with Mr. Stefan, huh? Even now, after his death?
Oh, no, it's not what you think. I was just looking for my toy, and it just so happens.
Toy.
What?
You know, it ain't my style to point a gun at an unarmed person, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Especially when they're speaking with a forked tongue. 5.
I told you, I was just looking for something.
4.
Are you joking? Why won't you believe me?
Because, to be honest, your reasoning is quite suspicious. She stomps her feet anxiously, making the floor tremble a little.
3.
I didn't.
She closes her eyes as if she has made her decision.
2.
Dot, dot, dot.
1.
She pulls the trigger. The bullet flies past Miss Kimberly's ear. Her face turns pale. She curls up, desperately trying to make herself smaller.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. I didn't do anything.
Her fingers tremble uncontrollably as black claws extend from her fingertips. She looks at the claws in shock, quickly tucking them into her chest, then looks nervously at the two of them.
I saw them in Kimberly and Matilda's report. I thought it was just a coincidence, but now I realise it wasn't. Miss Kimberly, you're a member of Manus Vindictae, aren't you?
I swear, I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was follow my partner like the people in black told me to.
Who's your partner?
Dot, dot, dot. Her eyes got very serious all of a sudden.
I'm hungry all the time. So hungry. Oh, how I envy the likes of you. You can store your food in so many ways.
Hang on a second.
You have enough bread and water in your barns to last an entire winter. Your pastures are full of meat and dairy products. But my food?
People come into this motel and they just strangely disappear. She's been in this motel for a month. Don't tell me.
I promise. All I'm trying to do is get back what I lost.
There's no need to be
Miss
afraid.
Kimberly.
We won't hurt you, as long as you tell me the name of your partner.
Miss Kimberly's eyes dart around.
If I tell you her name, will you let me go?
That depends on your sincerity.
She's called Miss Grace.
Miss Grace.
What's your purpose here?
I don't know. Those people in black told me to follow Miss Grace's orders, but she hasn't asked me to do anything since we got here. She must be hiding something from me, but I couldn't care less. I just want to eat.
What do you eat? She speaks earnestly, but her other hand pulls something out of her pocket. Gives a sly smile and crushes the item in her hand, releasing a veil of thick black smoke.
You annoying little brats can catch me in your dreams.
She's casting a teleport ritual. Argus, your assistant. We can't let her get away.
My theory is that she's a cannibal. My theory is that she's a cannibal. Let's get gorgeousness over here, Miss Druvis.
It's a good time.
Darling. Oh, I shouldn't have done
Time
that.
for me to dance.
I shouldn't have done that. Right, let's do this.
My heart
Let's
is
shake
strong.
hands.
Dine and thrive.
Yeah, we're fine.
No friends. How welcoming. It hurts.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
My hands on
Got
the
your
drum, my heart
promise.
with the strings. Light as tumbleweed.
Did anybody get hurt?
Grow and flourish.
Her attacking should kill her. Yeah.
You have done well, comrade.
Thank you. Bang. In a final burst of smoke, Miss Kimberly vanishes. ...
She disappeared fast.
At least now we can draw some conclusions. Manus Vindictae has set their eyes on this motel. Under the name of the Order of Enlightenment, they used this place as a base and conducted some failed ritual experiments before they left.
I still don't know how the Man's Vindictae is involved in this, to be honest. I have no fucking clue. All we know is that Miss Kimberly was here. That's it.
Manus Vindictae. I've heard of them. That infamous group of arcanists.
She looks worried.
If Kayla falls into their hands, things won't turn out well, will they?
I wouldn't worry too much. They usually only target pure-blooded arcanists.
Alright, that's a relief. Kayla's bloodline is 100% human.
But why would Manus Vindictae choose to come here specifically? What are they trying to do?
I don't know. I have no clue, okay? Oh, we're outside again. Lily and Tuesday. Conversation continues under the moonlight of the motel.
I was worried you wouldn't be able to make your way back, so I lit the porch light for you. Oh, but how annoying that these moths keep fluttering around.
Cut the crap, lady. Where's Vertin? Take me to her.
I rarely turn on this light. My baby never gets lost, you see.
She gives a faint smile.
But a young, spirited child such as yourself always needs a light to lead the way. Am I right? To the weary traveler, this light is a shelter. To a child, it's a mother. And to you, what does this light mean to you?
The maid's face flushes red.
No matter who they are, people need a light to shine through the darkness, to chase away their fears. Don't you agree?
Are you a member of the Order of Enlightenment?
Order of Enlightenment? Oh, you mean those troublesome guests?
Guests.
What? The maid ignores her question and continues talking to herself.
I don't like them one bit. They've scribbled all over the place and made a mess of the rooms. They hurt my baby. Oh, my poor baby. Shh. Don't be scared. Everything's all right now.
She gently comforts the child in her arms, patting the swaddling cloth softly.
Are they still here?
Oh, of course. They made an offer that I couldn't refuse. After all,
What's the offer?
How much did they pay you?
I don't think it's payment.
oh, you are naive, my sweet child. There are countless things in this world that money can't buy.
What was it?
A traveler can't buy the sudden appearance of a hotel at just the right time. A crying child can't buy the comforting embrace of their mother. And I can't buy that thrilling satisfaction brought by sweet darkness.
The maid's neurotic muttering is getting on Lilia's nerves. I'd be unnerved, to be
Enough
honest.
of your endless rambling. I can't waste any more time talking to you. I can't.
With every blink, Lilia's sight becomes increasingly blurred. She can just about make out the maid's smile. She gently soothes the dazed pilot.
Sleep tight. Just leave everything to the adults. Yes. What a good child you are.
She flips the sign on the door to Do Not Disturb. Oh god. Can we officially say that the maid is dangerous now? Can we officially say that? I just want to say, it seems she's quite, yeah. Drink break. She's a reliable and attentive owner of the motel, always making sure her supplies are well stocked, even those that her guests may not need. Oh, the motel's shopping list. Oh, at least Thanksgiving decorations, hey. Oh, okay. Doesn't seem to be anything of notable words. Oh, another battle, lovely. Part 12, The Girl and the Hound.
Found his medication prescription. And, oh. Is this his notebook?
She pulls a crumpled piece of paper from her pocket.
Huh. Just as expected, boss. This motel ain't what it seems to be. Ain't no way that letter was written by Stefan.
Does it have his writing on this?
Take a look. The writing in this letter is delicate and slender, while the writing in this notebook is total chicken scratch. Even a blind person could tell they're written by two different people.
Well, shit, that confirms
Stefan
it.
didn't write the letter, so it's very likely that the person who sent it wasn't Stefan either.
The maid suddenly comes to mind.
And this?
She picks up a stack of bound papers from the table.
Ugh, I hate numbers. I'll leave this one to you, boss.
Let's have a look.
It appears to be Mr. Stefan's records of his daily expenses, along with some notes. Cigarettes, alcohol, and a significant amount of psychiatric medication. It says, he was tormented by his hallucinations day after day, so he had to increase his dosage. And it says he saw a room numbered 707 here.
Really?
The motel only has 2 floors.
Yeah.
There can't be a room starting with 7. Did he describe it at all?
He said, the room had a bright red door that seemed completely out of place.
The red door that we saw from the corner of our eyes.
Maybe it was just one of his hallucinations.
No, we saw a red door. Dot, dot, dot. There's a flash of red in the hallway.
No, it's not that. He also saw all kinds of things. A pair of twins in the hallway, long hair hanging from the ceiling, and he saw Barbara, but assumed she was another hallucination.
Oh. A small sheep's head is sketched on the paper.
This proves that Barbara's been to the motel, which means... Well, I'm sorry to say that I've never met an arcanist with the head of a sheep.
Tuesday was lying.
I can help you ask around if you...
The maid's
Why did she lie
suspicious.
to me?
The maid's suspicious, guys. Argus interrupts her thoughts.
So, did you find anything useful from the expense record?
I need to talk to the maid.
Hold your horses. We haven't searched the washroom yet. You should never skip the bathroom. Ain't you seen The Godfather? Michael Corleone grabs his gun from behind a toilet tank.
No, I've never seen The Godfather. It is on my movies to watch, though. She pushes open the bathroom door as she speaks. Well, damn, what a bathroom. Bathroom mirror surrounded by half-burned candles. ... She holds out her hand to signal stop. She moves closer and knocks on the window. The copper frame gives a hollow echo. The venomous green flashes across the mirror and an ivory face peers in a reflection.
Argus. Argus. You've come to me. Do you know her?
Huh? Argus doesn't respond. Her eyes are locked on the mirror as if lost in a daze. ...
Argus. Argus.
Faint voice echoes around the bathroom like waves crashing repeatedly against the shore.
It's not possible.
I think this is an illusion. Argus's silence gives rise to a bold speculation.
Is that Kayla?
No, there's no way that's her. If you knew Kayla like I do, you'd say the same. This distorted reflection in the mirror is probably a result of the excessive arcanum in this motel. A ritual similar to Bloody Mary used to be quite popular among the kids in this town. If you look into a mirror at exactly midnight, the spirit within will morph into the shape of the person you desire most. But if you respond to the spirit's call, it will drain your soul from your body.
Stop telling scary stories in this fucking town.
I always thought those were just myths.
So did I. But after all the strange things I've seen, I've become less surprised. These spirits feed on the energy of our souls. That's why you should never trust a word they say. The people who are tricked by them fall into a kind of trance, and some, like Mr. Stefan, go crazy. I wonder what he saw in the mirror. Anyway, I won't repeat his mistake.
She raises her shotgun, ready to
For
fire.
mercs like me, the deepest despair ain't external danger. It's internal hesitation. If some pale imitation makes me hesitate so easily, then how can I claim to be able to protect others? You've got to be able to stand your ground. A cunning criminal would use every excuse to defend themselves in court, and a scheming spy would wear all kinds of disguises to gather information on the enemy. That's why we've got to stay sharp. When it comes down to it, we only have our own two legs to stand on. Mercs ain't philosophers. Once a merc starts pondering morals, justice, and ethics, they're digging their own grave. For a merc, the mission objective is the only thing that matters. Overthinking don't bring nothing but disaster and destruction. That's why it won't fool me.
Her gaze is steady. Memories flash by, distant and playful. God damn it, we're having more flashbacks. Laughing and running in those grassy fields.
The folks on the ranch adored little Kayla. She was the apple of all their eyes. How dare this ugly imitation?
She forcefully loads the shotgun. She aims her gun squarely at the mirror. That was a bit delayed.
Here's my response.
Holy hell. Bell time? Hell yeah, fuckers. Washroom, let's go, kids. God damn it. I have to rearrange this team again. Let's go, team.
Fine, I'll give it a try.
Kraszam usługę.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Over here!
Ice flood.
A little trick.
Ouch!
That's the direction.
Fine.
Prepare to be drowned.
Don't blink. Haven't you eaten?
Okay.
Kraszam usługę.
No?
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
The turbulence arrives.
One hard hit!
Oh.
Ouch! Over here! No?
ВДВ. Сколько побед?
Swallow my exhaust!
Okay. We're fine. Oh,
We've done a good job. Now,
We
may I
have.
have a hand towel?
yeah, you may have a hand towel. It's fine. We are in a washroom, it's fine. Oh, spirits?
Argus. Argus. You've come to me. ...
Let this serve as a reminder to remain vigilant. If there were a deceitful Spirit of the Year award, I'm sure that would win.
To continue. We're gonna stop here for today. Yay! There's another 6 parts to this, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a 3rd part to this video. You'll know. You'll know if I do another part to this video. If I do another part during this event, it'll come out tomorrow. So if nothing comes out tomorrow, well, you know what I decided on. So yeah. Ooh, bye-bye.